So I was thinking a few years ago that there are a lot of people who have great ideas on how to make things better. But what they lack is the ability to sustain an amplified expression of this, of these solutions, this sort of good news. Because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of really good stories, actually. People erroneously believe that money is what's missing. It's not exactly correct, actually. That's sort of true, but there are. It's not exactly true. If you provide money alone without a proper culture of stewardship, what you get are people who actually turn that into a money-making venture to the detriment of the good news, so to speak, right? So what I wanted to put together was not just a solution, but a fabric of stewardship and support that would help these people sustain an amplification of their good news, right? Something that they could just plug into, and then it would allow them to do what they're doing without working themselves to death doing it, right? And so part of doing that was the creation of the 214 Alpha app. And I've talked about this before. People are not generally good at creating and sustaining a technology platform. They think they know what that means, but they really don't. Like every jackass in marketing will say, we have a platform. They just use that word. They don't actually know what that means. That's economies of scale that are delivered in a way that allows the distinctive competency that's plugged into it to express itself without having to worry about sort of, the infrastructural considerations. And so anyway, that's what 214 Alpha is. It's that stuff that you need to sustain, the franchise, the operation, etc., without having to worry too much about the platform itself becoming too expensive, because the thing pays for itself. So that's the thing about these technology platforms, is that they're typically parasitic, but it goes way beyond that. It goes way beyond technology, because technology alone is garbage. We got to build a culture of stewardship that acknowledges what my friend Ruth calls soft capital. There are expressions of capital that transcend the value of money, and if you get a stewardship subculture that reconciles that, you end up having a stewardship culture of those who are responsible, they will not allow the effort to become a money-making venture. That's the danger of it. And it's not that we shouldn't get paid for what we do, but there's always people who think that they're there to save the day, but what they're actually doing is turning it into a lucrative venture to their exclusive benefit and to the detriment of the collective effort. That's really the danger here. So it's not just the 214 thing. There's the Bennett essay, which is, the sort of the business plan that sits on top of that. And it has all that soft capital imbued within the effort. And then, with our collaboration with Terra Global Developments, which is, I'm a co-founder, that's where we bring it all together. It's we're going to build it for you, and we're going to deliver the renewables and the job creation and the food creation and the education and we're going to help you structure your special purpose vehicles so you can actually run them as a proper business, consistent with the best way to operate within our existing system. That's what all of this is. And the intention is for people to plug their good stories in and then amplify a sustained effort. That's what we're doing.